Hi, how you doing? If you saw my serious bad news video, you might be a little confused right now. That's understandable, and I'll explain it all at the end of this video, as I don't want to go too off topic in the intro. I'll put the explanation timestamp in the description if you want to skip to it or anything. Anyway, onto the actual subject. I know, finally, am I right? The Rainbow Rocks video is out. A lot of people consider this the best Equestria Girls film, and I see why. I mean, it's my favourite so far out of the two I've watched. Although, I do actually like the cafeteria song more than any songs in Rainbow Rocks. But as an average, the music is better. Like, spread them all out, the music is better 9 times out of 10, but the cafeteria song, I don't know, I just really like it. I think most people would generally agree the music is better in Rainbow Rocks than in Equestria Girls, but I don't think as many will agree with me about the cafeteria song bit, but it doesn't matter, it's just personal preference. This one's going to be the same format as the last one, in the Monodash movie room, or man cave, as Ernest Friedrich Eckhoff. Sorry if I butchered your name, but yeah, he suggested. And yeah, without further ado, let's get on to the film. Immediately, contrasting to the last film, we start in the human world. In fact, we don't see the pony world for quite a while into the movie, and at that point it actually feels weird. This whole ominous atmosphere intro thing is to complement the introduction of the big villains from this film, which are...
That was barely worth the effort, Adagio. I'm tired of fast food. I need a meal.
The energy in this world isn't the same as in Equestria. We can only gain so much power here.
Ah yes, the Dazzlings. I know they're popular villains because on my villains rank video a bunch of you guys were asking why weren't the Dazzlings on this list, and it was mainly because I hadn't watched Equestria Girls back then. And now, yeah, I can see why people like them. They're definitely, as a villain, more memorable than Sunset Shimmer. Also, this one, Aria, got the Miku haircut. As good as our last intro was, this one has to beat it for me. Possibly because I'm a huge fan of rock music, I don't know, but it gets me much more hyped for the film. The last one, yeah, while it was a decent remix, kinda just made me think about how much better the Alex S remix is.
Want some help? No thanks. We're good.
Here's our first look at reformed Sunset Shimmer, you could say, and it's immediately obvious that despite her being reformed now, people still don't appear to like her. Understandably, I mean, she literally ran the school with fear before. Also, we get proper speaking lines from the Key Mark Crusaders, or whatever they'd be called in the human world. I don't remember them having proper lines in the last film, but to be honest, I did watch it like a month ago at this point.
I just wanted to tell you all how pleased I am that so many of you are going to participate in the first ever Canterlot High School Musical Showcase.
Classic. Establishing the main event for the movie. Last time it was a full formal, this time it's the Canterlot High School Musical Showcase. It's quite a mouthful. Also, I've never heard of a musical showcase before in which everyone demonstrates their musical talent in bands. It sounds quite a lot like a certain popular kind of event involving a battle with some musical groups. I'm definitely not setting something up here.
Now it's better than ever. You can feel it. We are back, and I'm so glad that we're better than ever.
We're introduced to the band the main 6, technically, because Sunset's here, make 6, have formed, called the Rainbooms. And we're also introduced to the way that playing music makes the equestrian magic that they harnessed at the end of the last film react. And they all get ears and stuff. It's pretty cool, and it ends up playing a big part in this film.
We've still got a few minutes before lunch starts. What do you say we do awesome as I wanna be?
I don't know why, but this no one else wants to do awesome as I wanna be joke is really funny to me. It's probably my primitive sense of humor, we could say, but the first time it isn't the best, but each time it gets mentioned, it gets funnier.
Hi, are you the girls I'm supposed to show around?
We are.
Now that's not ominous at all. I get it's a movie, but does Sunset really not get any bad vibes from the Dazzlings acting like that? If I was in her position, I definitely would.
So, how was the tour?
I don't know. I mean, these girls, there was something off about them.
Oh, well, she did get bad vibes from them then. but still, some of their language is very obviously villainous, and I don't get how Sunset, a former villain, didn't pick that up. The look of confusion on her face is so funny, but also reflects how goofy this whole scenario is. Like, imagine you're in your school cafeteria, and then 3 girls, like, basically slam the doors open and just walk in like the main character while humming. It'd definitely be very random and confusing.
You want to win it? Let's have a battle of the bands.
Okay, so maybe I was setting up something earlier, but seriously, a battle of the bands is so much more interesting than a musical showcase. I think everyone can agree on that. Also, something I noticed while listening back to it, the voice actor for Adagio is the same as Rarity's singing voice actor Kazumi Evans, and it's really fun noticing stuff like that in this show since a lot of voice actors do act multiple characters. I remember when it was a revelation to me that Applejack and Rainbow Dash were acted by the same person.
Yes, and we think having a battle of the bands instead is a marvelous idea.
Plot twist, kinda, not really, but yeah, Celestia and Luna are brainwashed as well, so the boring musical showcase is now 100% guaranteed a battle of the bands.
No offense.
None taken. Again.
I swear they're literally gonna put Sunset on her second villain arc with the amount of times they accidentally talk about her in a negative way.
Dear Princess Celestia.
The movie's gone on for 20 minutes without a single pony, so now that we're wormholed into the Equestria. Into Equestria. It feels very weird. Of course, I'm not going to forget to acknowledge the mandatory Derpy cameo. I mean, it ain't My Little Pony if you don't have a Derpy in there somewhere.
Even this one that's glowing and vibrating?
So it is literally just a phone, but a book. Is this a thing ponies have in Equestria? Linked books you can send messages in, or is it just a thing that Celestia has? Like, is it a rare artifact? Because I feel like it would make the world of Equestria much more simple with books like phones. But I guess Spike has a thing where, you know, you can just send a message through him, so I don't really need it.
The sirens were 3 beautiful but dangerous creatures who had the power to charm ponies with their music. But to maintain this power, they had to feed on the negativity and distrust of others.
Some exposition lets us know that the Dazzlings are actually originally sirens from Equestria, which is why they have the power to negatively influence people while singing.
Say what now?
Duh! She's gonna take the magic in here and put it in there. That'll make the portal open up so that whenever she wants to, she can go from here to there. There to here. Here to there. Here to there. Here to there. Here to there.
We get the idea.
Okay, so Twilight can now go to the human world whenever she wants. It doesn't actually matter if it's the 30th moon or whatever. That removes the time pressure from the last one, but there is still time pressure of the Battle of the Bands, so it doesn't actually make that much of a difference.
I'm starting to think she's not coming.
Twilight!
Ooh, I'm back.
Daffy literally spawned in Twilight. Also, was running into the portal the best idea? Like, she knows it doesn't stop momentum, so she kind of set herself up to fall there.
All right, girls, let's do this. Friendship is magic!
Oh god, that bit's hard to watch. The show title drop makes it worse as well. Whoever made that bit definitely did their job because it's supposed to be hard to watch, but yeah, I was kind of dreading that, honestly.
So maybe the way to use that magic to defeat the sirens is by playing a musical counterspell.
You mean like a song?
Uh-huh. And in order to free everyone who's been exposed to the siren spell, we'll need them all to hear it.
Okay, so now that our cast is all back together and the problem's been established, they just need to play some music at the Battle of the Bands to defeat the sirens. Shouldn't be that hard, right?
Let everybody down.
Boulder was hungry.
Oh nice, a Maud cameo. She didn't appear in the entirety of the last one, I don't think, because her character didn't exist yet, so it's cool to see that she gets a cameo in this one.
That sounded way better than the last 5 times you played it.
Nope.
So plainly, Twilight is finding it hard to write a counterspell / song, which would be completely understandable and forgivable if Twilight and her friends didn't randomly spontaneously burst into complete songs regularly.
We're trying to save our school here. Enough with the costumes.
Oh, you can never have enough costumes.
Honestly, I'm with Rarity for this one. If they all wore costumes like that, I'm sure their performance would get some sort of style or bonus points.
Oh yeah, Snips and Snails in the house, yo.
They call me MC Snips, and it ain't no lie. My favorite food is like pumpkin pie.
I'm Gigi Sassy Snails. I like whales. When I go to the beach, I always bring my pails.
Ooh, Snips and Snails really got bars from Mars. I mean, if they had a proper beat going, it'd probably make them sound better, but yeah, I don't think they're winning the battle of the bands.
Got it. Be cool enough to win, but not so cool that we end up showing off the whole ears and tails and rainbows thing. So, about 20% less cool.
I swear, these Equestria Girls movies are just 50% great songs, and then 50% fan service and memes. It's great.
First time, laugh it all. No one said it is a crime.
Do your thing, you know you're an original.
This sequence is so chaotic and funny, but that drum turned party cannon is really cool. I don't know what kind of drum it is because it's in place of a snare, but the snare carries on playing when Pinky flips it. Other than that though, the instrumental accuracy isn't that bad for an animated movie not based on realism. The way when Applejack gets distracted, the bass actually stops playing, and then when she returns to the bass it carries on playing is cool attention to detail, and I feel like most kids animated movies wouldn't go to that level of detail. Certified banger from Derpy's band. I don't get why that didn't win, to be honest.
You're never gonna get away with this.
Why? Because you didn't?
Nice callback to the last film where Sunset did the same thing to Twilight, except it doesn't really work on the Dazzlings.
Oh, whoa, oh, whoa. You didn't know that you fell. Oh, whoa, now that you're under our spell.
This is another great song, but a little on the nose as they're literally telling the people that are under their spell that they are under their spell, but it doesn't seem to matter.
I got tricks up my sleeve. See me dominate, 'cause I'm powerful and great.
Fantastic.
Trixie's songs also slap, though I don't know why she has a flying V. It doesn't appear that she's actually doing anything with it. All the stuff's coming from the other two people. To be fair, Dashi wasn't lying when she said she was good. Pretty cool solo as well. Also I Want to Be is, a great song. It's funny how literally no one else wants to play it though.
The band that will be joining the Dazzlings in tonight's finals, the Rainbooms.
What? Huh? Did they just say the Rainbooms?
Alright, so by some miracle, the Rainbooms actually made it through. Honestly, their performances were so chaotic, I'm unsure how. It could just be that the Dazzlings wanted it, so brainwashed Celesta into doing it or something. To be honest, that's probably what happened.
It is I who deserve to be in the finals, and I will not be denied.
Damn, okay. Well, that took a turn for the worse right there. I mean, yeah, Trixie's performance was better than the Rainbooms in the semi-finals, but I think that could be considered a little too far.
I wish I'd never asked any of you to be in my band. I wish I'd never agreed to be in it. Me neither.
Okay, so now the Rainbooms have finally got all mad, like the other bands, and are under the Siren's spell. It looks pretty downhill from here, unless they, played the song Fluttershy's been asking for them to play the whole time and they ignore. That definitely is not a setup.
Spike!
Sorry I took so long. I had to find somebody who wasn't under the siren's spell to help me get you out.
Why isn't she under their spell?
Never takes off her headphones.
Spike coming in clutch, love to see it. Now we can have the dramatic finale 1v1 between the Rainbooms and the Dazzlings that everyone's been waiting for, let's be honest.
How are we supposed to play over them from up here?
Yeah, it makes sense that Vinyl Scratch would have a car that transforms into a massive speaker system audio interface thing. Evil transformation time. I mean, hey, it looks a lot better than whatever Sunset Shimmer turned into last film, that's for sure. So that's definitely going to copyright this video, but it doesn't matter as I'm not monetized right now anyway. I want us to show it all because you can't just see a bit of the transformation scene, you have to see the whole thing. It wouldn't be right if I only showed part of it. And now we're finally at the big finale.
You're never gonna bring me down. You're never gonna break this part of me. My friends are here to bring me around. Not singing just for popularity.
Let's all be honest, we knew it was going to end like that, but still, it feels good to watch Sunset finally play in the band.
Hear me sing our song out loud. Get you dancing with the crowd. As the music of our friendship survives.
And Sunset finally gets her ears and stuff now. It's all complete.
Survive, survive.
I was expecting the finale to be big and dramatic, but geez, that was actually awesome, like something straight out of an anime.
It's just goodbye till next time. Ready?
Ready!
And everything was happily ever after. Until the next one, I assume, where Twilight will have to come back for some reason.
Ready!
1, 2, 3, 4!
And that's a wrap for Rainbow Rocks. Yeah, as expected, I enjoyed this movie more than the last one, and I really enjoyed the last one, so that just speaks about how good this film was. The music was definitely the highlight, but that doesn't mean other bits weren't good. For instance, I found the comedy in this one really hit well. Like, quite a few jokes actually had me laughing, which isn't that common for me when watching a film. I guess now I'll quickly explain what's going on with the channel. So, I found that I might be able to link a different AdSense account to my YouTube channel in 32 days, which means I'd be able to remonetize this one, which I'd much rather have than starting a new one. I've renamed the YouTube channel Mono-2 to prevent confusion, and I'm not going to get rid of it until I'm sure this channel is remonetized, in case I can't remonetize it, and then I do actually have to move properly to the new one. So yeah, for now, I ain't going anywhere, and new videos will start coming out on this channel. Speaking of, Them's Fightin' Hers is free on the Epic Games Store right now, so if you guys want to see a video on that, or potentially even a stream, if I can figure out how to do it that is, you guys tell me in the comments. But for now, thanks for watching, I've been Mono-, and I'll see you sometime soon.